Hi everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent city consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. Welcome back to another episode of Wax in My Home, where we have been going through my current wax inventory and talking about my melting plan for 2023. I've covered my winter wax, I've covered my bakery wax, and I've covered my bedroom wax. This next category I'm going to talk about is my bathroom, laundry / shed wax. So this is wax I would typically warm in my bathroom, laundry. If I'm not the biggest fan of some waxes, they do gravitate towards the shed. I also tend to pick from this category to pop into my son's room, where my teenager son and preteen share a room, because this type of category tends to be my more fresh scents. It's kind of where my cologne-y scents are lumped in, so it's usually those fresh, clean type scents that are going to give you that fresh, clean type feeling. Now, we will be going through numbering after I show you my inventory, but let me, as usual, preface this by saying this is my own personal wax. It is for my own personal enjoyment, and this wax is not for sale. So I'm just going to pull up my file here so I can refer to numbers after we go through this wax that we're going to talk about. So I can give you my numbers, and for me, bedroom, I'm not doing bedroom, sorry. For me, my laundry, bathroom, shed wax is a 12-month year-round wax. It's not something that I warm specific times of the year. These type of scents I pull all year round for those particular rooms. So when I am doing my numbering, after I tell you how much I've got, how much is coming from my Scentsy Club through the year, which I am going to say not much is in my Scentsy Club. I think I've got 3 scents out of this whole category that's with my Scentsy Club, and that's it. Because these are scents I don't gravitate towards, that I want to warm all year round, or I don't gravitate towards any other room but the laundry, bathroom, or my son's room. So they're not ones I need a multiple amount of. So let's delve into it, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about and my numbering at the end. So let's start off, as usual, I do start off with what's currently in my Scentsy Club. So on a quarterly basis, I do have the light side of the force, but that's only because we're trying to collect all 4 labels. My kids absolutely love the labels, particularly when they're collector's labels. We've currently got 3 of the 4. So as you can see, I have 3 in my inventory here, but I can only show you 2 pictures because we've saved the 3rd one from the 3rd of the 4th in their folder already. So we have one with Yoda on it, and with Hans and Chewbacca on it. So I will be expecting through the next 12 months another 3 of this, unless we get that final collector's label with the battleship on it. If we get that label with the battleship on the light side of the force, then this will come out of my club and no longer be in my club. This is a very fresh, salty sea air, slightly perfumey, aquatic scent. If you're looking for something that is strong performing, that is going to really clear the air and clean the place up, light side of the force is fantastic for that, and it is currently available out of the vault, but I do have a feeling they will be putting it back into the vault soon. Have no idea when, haven't been given dates, but as I said, it is in my quarterly club until we can get that last label. The next one that's also in a quarterly club, and this is in the club more for my daughter's sake than anything else. This is one of her favourite waxes. We have 2 roll of the dice. And as you can see, this is another one that has collector's label. So this one has Oogie Boogie on it. And this one has one of the naughty children and a rubber duck. So this is a very cologne-y, woodsy scent. It has a very strong, musky finish. Very strong performer. My daughter absolutely loves this. I have to take this in small doses. So occasionally it will go in her room. But it is in my quarterly club for her. So I will be expecting another 3 come through over the next 12 months. And this is also still currently available and has not been folded up yet because they did bring out all the Nightmare Before Christmas scents at Halloween time. So you are still able to get this on the website currently. The next one, which is in my club, which is probably going to come out of my club, again, another one that is still available, is Wizarding World Harry Potter. So this is a very masculine, leathery, sweet cologne scent. Cologne scents aren't something that I really gravitate towards, neither a salty sea air scent, and a lot of these scents for these rooms tend to be along that line because I do still pick them up to try them, and that's why they end up being warmed in these areas. And for the scents that I do really enjoy warming in these areas, they tend to be more of the sweet, fresh aquatic scent. But I didn't hate this one. I'm just not in love with this one like everyone else. And honestly, as I said, our Harry Potter licensing agreement isn't that old, so I am kind of expecting this, even when it gets vaulted up, to come back out of the vault again at a later date. No guarantees though. If you love it, club it now, because I can't guarantee it will come back out of the vault. But for me, it's not something I feel I need to have. So that's basically everything out of my, I guess you could say, bathroom laundry scent that's in my club. The rest I'm about to show you, none of this is in my club. So let's talk about the cologne scents, shall we? Since those are the scents I least gravitate towards, but I seem to have picked up a bunch of them. And I think I have a bunch of them because I don't really gravitate towards cologne scents. But I buy them to make samples, I buy them to try once, and then I kind of get this little bit of collection that going from them. But they do work well in my boys' room, and they do work well in the laundry and bathroom area and shed area, which is what this little section of my inventory is all about. So I do have 2 Dark Side of the Force currently still available. This is very masculine, very cologne-y, a lot more deeper and darker. I do tend to mix this with the Light Side of the Force. I love the combination that both of them make together. So I do have 2 of these just to mix with the Light Side of the Force. Again, currently out of the vault. Our Star Wars collection usually comes back, gets folded up and then comes back. So we've already collected all 4 different collector labels of this, so I kind of don't feel a need to really club this because it does come back. And if I do run out of this between, because I do like to warm this in the boys' room actually, if I do run out of this while it's folded up, when it comes back, I usually just pick up 1 or 2 more. So, talking about cologne scents, then I have 2 Marvel 9 Realms currently available in our catalogue. Another masculine, clean cologne scent. This kind of comes across a little bit citrusy to me. As you can see, my red waxes get quite ooey gooey, so I do have to work on getting through them at some stage. And then we had a bunch of, I guess you could say, cologne type scents from the Father's Day collection. So I still have 4 scents from the Father's Day collection that I just haven't gone through. So Sandalwood and Tangerine, I did enjoy this one. This one is a little bit more perfumey as opposed to cologne-y. and not so masculine. And then I have a Route 66. This one, I can't even remember what it smelt like. As you see, I don't gravitate towards cologne scents that much, so I kind of still have them. So yes, this is cologne, but it's got that fresh air citrusy type of vibe about it. Then we have Business Casual. This is more perfumey, a little bit elder masculine-y. And then we have My Dear Watson. These were all from the last Father's Day collection. So this is more like a fresh body wash cologne. Then we had from a collection from the Rugby, which was a new licensing agreement they brought out this year. So we have Wallabies, Woodsy, Cologne, and All Blacks. This reminds me of a fresher version of Roll the Dice without that musky note, All Blacks. Then we have a Justice League. So again, no masculine cologne scents. So as you can see, I'm swimming in a lot of cologne scents that I've got to get through this year. So moving on, let's talk about more of the aquatic scents. Oh no, I missed one cologne scent. So one that's currently in our catalogue is White Amber Antique. Perfumey cologne. Now I think I've covered all the cologne scents, so we can move on to the fresh, clean aquatic scents. So I do have 4 Make a Splash. This was from our last catalogue. I did almost consider clubbing this because these are the type of fresh aquatic scents I gravitate towards that aren't salty sea air but have a little bit of sweetness about this. And this does have an apple in it. It is a strong performer, but I'm finding it just needs a little bit more of a fruit to it. It needs a little bit more of a sweetness. So what I tend to do with this, I tend to alternate this in a warmer with a few other aquatic fruity scents, or with an apple scent or something, just to amp the apple and the sweetness up in this when I warm this. But as you can see, this is one that I do enjoy because I do have 4 of them. And I will sometimes actually warm that one in my open concept area as well as the laundry and the bathroom. Now, this was probably my favourite laundry bathroom scent for a long time. My favourite one that I used to mix with, and it used to be in my Scentsy Club for a long time. And it was from the 2020 Summer or Good Vibes collection here in Australia, and that is Hibiscus Water. This is just a very tropical aquatic scent, slightly floral, slightly sweet, and slightly fruity. Great to mix with other scents along that tropical vibe. Great to mix with fruity scents, great to mix with floral scents. But it is also very pretty by itself in the smaller bathrooms, like the laundry and the bathroom. And at one stage I did have this come in my quarterly club, but I did end up taking it out because when it first came out I was in love with it and I used it constantly. But then it just got to a stage, I guess maybe I got bored of it, or I just wasn't reaching for it. As you can see, I have 5 of them. So because I didn't reach for it last summer, I ended up taking it out, whereas the summer before I was reaching for it constantly. But this summer I will probably go through a few of them. So the next one, this nearly made it to my club. It was from one of the last Spring Back My Bars, but I only ended up picking up a few rather than putting it in my club, and that is Coconut Cotton. So this is a clean, crisp laundry scent with just that little sweetness from the coconut. So really, really enjoy this one. I do have 3 of them. Then we have from a scent of the month last August, I think this was. I have left from my scent of the month kit 4 Glacier Water, aquatic, slightly salty sea air. There is a little bit of a perfumey note from a lavender note. Not my favourite, but I don't hate it. I will use them up and will enjoy them. So I have 4 Glacier Water left from that scent of the month. From my scent of the month, was it June or July, something like that. I have 4 left of pomelo and sea salt. This is a little bit too salty sea air for me. It does have that grapefruit note from the pomelo as well. Again, something I aim to try and use up this summer and get done with them, but this isn't a repurchase for me. It's not something that was club worthy for me. I do have 4 left over from my scent of the month kit. Then I have from a flash sale 2 Atlantic Air. Now this is very pretty, fresh, sweet aquatic scent. I really, really enjoyed this. So I did pick up 2 from the flash sale after trying this. If this were to be voted back in a Bring Back My Bar, it probably would go into my club. Now, this used to go into my club when it retired, but again, it's another one that I feel I have enough fresh scents and that I feel there are enough similar scents that I won't need to put it in my club if it were to retire at the end of this season. And that is Iridescent Pearl. I have 3 of them. This is another fruity, tropical, aquatic scent. Very pretty, very fancy bathroom-like. So I will use these 3, I will enjoy them, but I don't know that I feel a need to club them if they were to retire. Then I have 2 from the Moment by Moment collection down the aisle. This is a pretty green floral. So sometimes I do like to break those aquatic fresh scents up and those fresh cologne scents up with something a little bit floral, but I still like to keep that fresh vibe going. This is the perfect scent to do this because it is floral, but it's still got that green kind of fresh note coming through. Then we have from the summer of 2021, I believe, 1 Blue Agave and Melon. This one surprised me. I was thinking I wouldn't like this and thinking it would be too green, watermelony, but that kiwi fruit note that's in this really sweetens it up and I really did enjoy it. So I do have 1 left to enjoy this summer. So then we have, I missed a couple of cologne scents. So I have a Shaka from a Bring Back My Bar, another cologne scent. This has a little bit of a powdery note to me, Shaka. Jade and Jasmine. So this is another cologne scent, but it has the brightness of lemon in it. This is probably one of the only cologne scents I would probably be happy to warm in an open concept area and other areas other than bathroom, laundry, boys' room, shed, because it does mix well with some other florally scents because of the jasmine in it, and it's not too overpowering. Even though it's a very strong performer, that brightness of the lemon doesn't make it too forward, manly or masculine or over cologne to my nose. So we have 2 that are likely to be warmed in my garage, and that's because they've got a note in it that just sets off actual sinus headaches to me. So, and they were both scents of the month. Sunburst Bamboo, I think, was from February, and Bamboo Violet. And I think there's something about the bamboo in them that just kind of sets off a headache to me. They're very green with that bamboo in it too. So these two will likely be warmed in the shed away from anything that's likely to give me a headache. Then we have a Palm Beach Breeze. I fell in love with this in the laundry. To me, in the wax, it's just another fresh, aquatic, slightly salty sea air scent. Then I have from the Chase Rainbows collection Blue. Again, another very aquatic type fresh scent. Then we have Friend Like Me Aladdin, which I picked up from the flash sale. It's pretty old, the sticker's coming off. This is slightly floral, but it is old that I'm not picking up a very strong scent. So this is one I'm probably going to have to use pretty soon. So now I've got more greeny scents. We've still got a few, I guess you could call aquatic-y scents. I've got Ariel Under the Sea. This is one that's very pretty, mixed with Make a Splash. It's got that green apple note, it's got that aquatic note. It's slightly florally, slightly sweet. So I have one of them. I have one from the Frozen 2 Mythic collection. If this were to ever come back, it would go straight in my club. It's aquatic, it's sweet, it's fruity, but there's like this cooling quality to it. And I've been hoarding this since I picked it up in the clearance section in 2020, my last spa. And they are hoping that they do, because they just brought out the North Claws, which was my other favourite from that collection. So I'm hoping I haven't seen any sneak peeks, I haven't seen anything, but I'm hoping they bring more, I guess, Frozen 2 characters out in buddies. Maybe they will create no course buddy. That would be kind of fun for all the horse unicorn type lovers. And when they do that, they bring this set back out, because if it ever does come back out, Mythic Journey will go into my club. Then we have from the year or the catalogue season I joined, Saddle Up. So this is going very leather shop, leathery type scent, very masculine. So I have 1 bar of that. I have 1 bar of sea salt and avocado, a new favourite for me for when I want to just give the house a very clean smell. It's very clean, it's very fresh, it's very green and creamy and sweet. Not what you'd imagine it to smell like from the name. And the name did, I admit, put me off from warming it for quite a while, because I don't gravitate to, as I've often said, salty sea air notes, and the first words in the name was sea salt. So I would read the word sea salt. It wasn't even the avocado. I know that avocado scares a lot of people up, but it was the word sea salt in this name that kind of threw me off wanting to try it. But I'm surprised at how much I did enjoy sea salt and avocado when I did warm it. Then I have a Mojito Mambo, which was from a Bring Back My Bar and a Wolf Box exclusive. So this smells like fresh crushed mint straight from the garden. So if you like that fresh crushed herbal mint type smell, you would like Mojito Mambo. Mint to be. This was from a flash sale. This smells like eucalyptus lolly to me. I can smell eucalyptus in there, so it's that type of mint. Fresh, again, mint, not a peppermint or a spearmint. It's like the fresh mint and eucalyptus type smelling. Then we have from the Catching Z's collection a Sleep Happy. So this is a powdery type, bathroomy type floral scent to my nose. And finally, last but not least, is a scent when I don't know what I want to warm and I've got no idea what I want to warm. This is the scent I will often gravitate towards and use. I always like to have 1 bar on hand, because this scent kind of just ticks all those boxes for me. It is fresh, it is clean, it is sweet and floral, It is fruity, it is tropical, it is slightly citrusy, and that is Amazon Rain. It is just beautiful. And as I said, you can't go wrong with this scent. If you have no idea what you want to wear, what you feel like, this particular scent is just going to tick all of those boxes. So that is my, I guess you could say, inventory I have for my bathroom, laundry, shed, sometimes boys' room scent. As I said, I don't have much in my Scentsy Club. I have an extra 3 coming in from Roll the Dice, an extra 3 coming in from Light Side of the Force, and until I take, I think Wizarding World is in my bi-monthly club, so that would be 5, but I'm probably going to take that out of my club. So if I were to take that out of my club, I only have an extra 6 basically coming in to my inventory. So let's talk numbers here on my bathroom, laundry, shed wax. So keeping in mind that my average milk a month is 30 to 50 bars, I have 58 bars from this category in my current inventory. I did recently put the North Cores into my club, which I am going to be categorizing into this little section because it is very fresh, it is very clean and floral. So that's going to give me 9 bars extra a year. So 3 to 6. So I'm going to get an extra 9 bars throughout the year. No, North Cores I've actually put into my bi-monthly. So I'm going to have an extra 11 bars, which will bring the total to 78 a year, not including any Bring Back My Bars, any new releases that may come out that may end up in this category. So we're only kind of anticipating what I know will be coming in future shipments through Bring Back My Bars, through Scentsy Club. I'm not going to know. Yes, I will be purchasing extra bars throughout the year in extra limited time only collections in all of these categories, but I can't account for them because I don't know what category I'm going to put them in. So I can really only account for what I currently have and what I know is coming in Scentsy Club. When I do this, I guess you could say what I need to warm each month to get through my inventory in a 12-month period. And once I did the calculations to get through currently what I have, currently what would be coming through my Scentsy Club in a 12-month period, I would need to pull 6 bars a month from this category for bathroom, laundry and shed, which I kind of think is doable. So this is one that I will be working on a 12-month schedule, not a 2-year schedule like my bakery, because I kind of think pulling 6 bars for those categories, typically I will use 1 bar between the bathroom and the laundry per warm, half a bar in each of them. As I said, I do use these bars for the boys' room as well, so in that estimation I would be pulling something that I could feel I could get through a bar in the boys' room, and then I've got the shed as well. So 6 bars a month, I think I could get through the majority of this and maybe get through some of that cologne type scents which is stacking up in my inventory. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I have for my bathroom, what type of scents I like to warm in my bathroom, laundry, shed, and sometimes the boys' room. So I look forward to coming on again and showing you my next category in the next video. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.